Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Todd Banks, who's in the pool. Looks like there's a giant American popsicle behind you. Oh, Todd Banks is gone. As soon as I started, he left. Oh, man, you got a pool for this? I appreciate you getting out of the pool for this podcast.
Yeah, of course. Felt a little comfortable in the chair.
How you feeling, Todd?
I feel good. How are you?
Good, man. I'm excellent. You are fighting K4 August 3rd, and you are fighting for the Muay Thai title. How's that feel?
It feels great. I can't lie. I feel really blessed and grateful for this opportunity.
Man, you've come a long way. I've watched you pretty much from the start of your career all the way into amateur title contention, dude. And like it's not a regular amateur title; it's a K4 title. So like that's a little bit different than fighting in some of the other promotions where they give you a title when you're like 1-2. You put together a 5-0 run, you're undefeated, and now you're fighting for a title. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. One of the best things about my job now, I get to watch all you guys come up and grow and like getting over to like more of the broadcast and commentary side. Like I don't have to be in a ring with you guys getting beat up all the time. But I started in the ring getting beat up by you, and you came in and beat me up in my own gym. So like it's
Never that.
yeah. So it's been super good to watch you grow, dude. And I've watched you put on some serious performances, and they've been really amazing.
Thank you. I think you've called like 4 out of 5 of my fights.
Yeah, I did not get to call the one in Vermont because I was there. They wanted me to call your fight, but I'm like, man, I'm back here with Derek. I'm not gonna like. I came all the way to Vermont to corner Derek. I'm not gonna. No offense, like I would love to call your fight, but I'm not. I went there for him. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Like commentating for me. It's not for it's not for anything else. I went up there to be there for Derek, and I wasn't gonna leave him in the locker room. But I was glad that you went out there, and I got to watch you on the TV. The nice liver shot. It took you way longer than me, though. I just gotta say, I did mine in 4 seconds. Took you like a whole half a round to get yours.
I got some catching up to do, man.
Yeah, you gotta come out there a little more aggressive. Actually, that was your last fight, right?
Yeah.
That one you came out, you had a whole different pace. You fought like truly Muay Thai style. You started out really slow. You just found some holes, and then you just put them down, man. That was pretty impressive too.
Yeah, man. He was good, man. He had 17 fights, and he came out with that Thai style, which I wasn't expecting. Like a lot of time, just my previous experiences, they might be Thai fights, but they're not like that Thailand style. So it was definitely a puzzle to solve.
I like that K4 has really brought real Muay Thai to the area. Now you're starting to see guys, you're getting to see real Muay Thai fighting too. It's not like K1 kickboxing with the clinch. It's really turning into Thai.
Agreed. I've been I tell people all the time like Muay Thai in this area has like evolved. I don't know if it's because I've been in it or but it just seems like K4 has brought the level of Muay Thai here a lot higher.
I don't want to ruin anything that people don't really know, but your clinch game has really evolved as well. Is that supposed to be under wraps, or I don't want to throw anything away. I don't want to talk about it too much if it's going to throw away your game. But man, you are so much better in the clinch than the last time I sparred with you. Your sweeps are tight, like you feel good, like you're moving in the clinch good. Felipe's got you really good in the clinch, dog.
All the credit goes to Felipe. Like Alex comes and works with us and gets clinch rounds with us. And I always tell him like you got to work with Felipe. Like that's where you're going to get better. He just doesn't stop working. It's like it's work that it's hard to replicate. So
yeah, for anyone that hasn't fought Muay Thai against someone that has an actual clinch, fighting in a clinch is like completely draining, and it's a lot of work. It looks like you're wrestling in the clinch. It's not like boxing. You're definitely not wrestling in Thai clinch for sure.
especially I got to give credit to Sean Doyle and Tony Viscomi too. They're both savages in the clinch too. So I get a lot of working with them, and yeah, I've gotten fucked up by them a lot. So
I was gonna say
hopefully I learned something.
Tony and Keith have the two best clinches that I've experienced in here. I haven't done any tie rounds with Felipe, so obviously I haven't felt that. But I know Tony Viscomi is a monster in the clinch, and I know Keith is too. Both those guys, and they're monsters in different ways. Like Tony is super strong and technical, and Keith is super super technical. So it's like two different worlds too. Like you were Tony, you're like, oh God, my neck, and you're Keith, you're like, why am I on the floor? Like what's going on? It's like two completely different styles, but they're both very good in clinch.
Yeah, Keith is good. I didn't know he was that good until I got around him with him. I was like, damn.
It's because his butt is so big, dude. Like he's got this giant butt, and it's so like his butt and his quads are so big. Like all his weight is in his hip and his thighs. So like when he moves you, it really moves you because he doesn't swing with his arms. He uses his whole body, dude. And his legs are so strong. Like that quad butt area is so strong. When he turns you, dude, like it floors you. Like it's very very powerful. And I didn't mean it like a homo way, but like his he's so strong in his legs that
No,
his
I know.
turns are just amazing.
I'm just trolling you. I know. I'm just messing around.
I realized when I said it how bad it sounded. I was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, what? I was like, damn, that sounds like a girl. But no, he's super strong, and I had a lot of experience with him in the clinch too. He's very frustrating to go with, just because his turns are so effortless.
If you talk to him, tell him I want to get some more working with him. I've been trying to work with
Yeah,
him. I'm fighting on his promotion. You might as well help him get a little better, you know?
yeah. I'm sure he'll watch this. I'll tag him in it. I already did tag him in it, so hopefully he's watching. And definitely they spar on Saturdays at 1 over at Booma. Keith's not there all the time though. I don't know when he's there, when he's not there. I was going up there with my guys that were fighting on FCP when they were going up there, but I haven't been up there in a little bit. Uh, and then you came and kicked me in the head too, so that was pretty nice.
Well, we'll keep the story about when we first sparred under wraps. Unless you want to,
Yeah, no, we don't need to talk about that one. We
I
can
had to
talk
get a
about
little
we can talk
payback.
about we can talk about you kicking me in the head. The face of WNY MMA, Mr. Todd Banks. WNY Muay Thai, maybe. When we gonna get you in MMA?
After Worlds, I'll make the jump.
Heck yeah, dude, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I can't wait to see that. Aiden, you had a very impressive fight at FCP. I watched your fight, man. Woo, man, were you guys throwing down? That was a great fight, sir. You have really come a long way as well. And Brandon Hay too, at the FCP. I don't know if you guys saw Brandon's fight, but man, Brandon's like I was playing a midget song for him in the locker room. He's so short. I didn't mean to be offensive with it, but like he had a comeback from behind victory. He said that he was going to get an armbar at 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the second round. And he ended up getting a choke like I think 49 or 50. I don't know how long, but he ended up getting a choke in the same round. He said he was going to get submission. So it's still going on, man. Brendan Hayes a pretty savage dude.
Yeah, good win against a good opponent.
Mm-hmm. So I have to ask you about your head kicks. So I've been to two of your fights where you straight blasted someone in the head where it looked like a baseball bat, sounded like a baseball bat, hitting the guy in the head, and both the guys just looked at you and blinked. Do you think there's something wrong with your leg? Maybe it's like made of like plastic or something, or I don't feel like that because when you hit me, it hurts really bad. But I just watched you kick the honey badger in the face, like straight shin to the face, and man, he just like blinked at you. And then the other dude in Vermont, you kicked him in the face. He did a little bit more than blink at you, but he didn't fall down either. What's going on, man? Why? When you gonna fight a guy that doesn't have a football helmet for a head?
I don't know. Maybe it's the angle, or maybe I'm not setting him up enough, or like walking him into it enough. But man, I don't know. I'm trying really hard to figure it out though.
Yeah, but when you hear a sound, like it's not like a slap, it's like a thud. So like when it's a slap and kick, you're like maybe they don't fall down. When you hear a thud, it sounds like a baseball hitting like a I don't know, like a person. It doesn't sound like a slap with your foot. Like your hips into it, everything. Like I think these dudes are just maybe a little bit brain dead that you're hitting. No offense, any of those. No offense, Brett. Don't beat me up, but you definitely got a hard ass head, dude. And the other dude in Vermont has a hard head too. And dude, like I can't wait to see you get a knockout with a head kick. It's coming.
I don't want to jinx myself, but that'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So you're taking on Richard Zhang. He actually fought out of your gym a long time ago. I don't know if you ever got any rounds with him.
Yeah, a
What
bunch
do
of
you know
rounds. Yeah,
about him?
yeah. So every Friday we used to spar at the Eastern Hills location before they closed. Right before the time where when Felipe came, I think that's kind of when I stopped. So about 3 years. Um, I wouldn't say we got a lot of work in, but every Friday we get a couple sparring rounds in. So I have a general idea about how he fights, but those are MMA rounds. So,
Yeah.
um, and that was 3 years ago. So I don't know how much his game has changed. My game has changed a lot since then. Uh, yeah, it's hard to say. It's a different sport. It's a different sport.
Yeah, I can certainly say in 3 years your game has completely changed. You went from being like an average fighter to like top of the food chain amateur. You're like had a meteoric rise up to the top. Um, and I don't know what he's been doing for 3 years. He's been kind of like he went over to spar during COVID. I don't know what he did much during COVID. I haven't really trained with him since COVID. I used to train with him a lot too. I remember sparring with him though, and he's so long. And that lead left hook, he throws that left hook, and he gets so far back. Like I can't even kick him when he's that far back. So you're a little bit taller than me. I don't know how your experiences are with him. How do you think you're going to be able to deal with his range?
So he's a good fighter. He's been doing this a long time. So it's gonna be it's gonna be difficult to say the least. I got to see what the looks are, see how he's moving. But I'm anticipating to try to keep the range and work that hook. That's what I've seen in MMA. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best though. That's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't come out southpaw. He's got like jab cross, like he's totally completely different fighter. We don't know because I don't really know too many people that have been trained with him either. Um, I think he's fighting out of Spar. That's where he's training jiu-jitsu out of. So they
Yeah,
have a unique. They have Krav Maga there. So I'm not really sure like how much he's sparring. I know like his stand-up was pretty. It was getting pretty crisp right as COVID hit, and I haven't really trained with him since COVID. I mean, it's been a really long time. So
yeah,
I don't know how much you've been getting in with him, but
yeah. No, I haven't. I haven't in the last 3 years. I would love to know like what kind of work he's been getting in and with who and all that. That'd be nice information. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to prepare for everything. I guess.
yeah, it'd be crazy. He comes out. I've been training in Thailand. He's got super good tan.
Keith's been setting me up this whole time. I knew it, man. I knew
Yeah, he
it.
lived in Thailand, and he went over for COVID. He's been over there the whole time.
Oh
He's been
God,
training really hard.
no, don't say that, man. I'm not ready for
Uh,
that.
maybe you are. You're top of the food chain, dog. You're about ready to be fighting those guys, man. You're like 5-0. So like you need some steps up in competition. That's why you're fighting for the title. Like you don't need to put yourself down anymore now. Like you've gone undefeated in 5 fights and you fought some tough guys, man. Don't
Appreciate
ever
that.
put yourself down.
Appreciate that.
You just
Thank you.
yeah, you're ready for those challenges, dude, and you should believe in yourself. Like I believe in you, and I'm super pumped to see this fight. I think this fight is going to be super exciting. I don't know how you're going to deal with his range. I'm excited to see. Um, I do know that he's not going to get tired. How's your cardio?
You like to troll me about that, but I,
I do.
I've always been confident in my cardio, so I'm feeling good about it.
Now your fights don't last long enough to find out if your cardio is good or not.
I know, and it
You
also
ran them too quick.
it depends
I
on the
don't know how his
pace.
cardio is. He knocks
Yeah.
everybody out now. I guess
If it starts getting bad, hopefully I can end it. We'll see.
yeah. I know that he doesn't come out very fiery. I mean, you're gonna come out a little bit faster than him, but his pace is not gonna change in all 3 rounds. Or are you fighting 3 or 5?
5.
Five in all 5 rounds. I don't think his pace is gonna change too much. I
Okay.
think he's gonna have that. He's a little bit slow at the start of the fight. By the end of the fight, like usually he's fighting the same pace or faster than the guys he was fighting because he doesn't slow down at all. He fights at a pace that he can regulate the whole time.
Yeah, he's good at managing the tank. Huh? He's not really in what you've seen. He wasn't really pushing the tank too much.
Yeah, I've seen him fight twice, and I've seen him spar a whole bunch, and I've never seen him like really look tired. Maybe I've seen him look tired in wrestling practice, but I've never seen him look tired like doing stand up.
Yeah.
He definitely get tired on the wall like doing wrestling, but I haven't seen him tired in stand up. So It's very interesting to see how this battle goes for me and how he deals with the damage because you're going to inflict damage on him, and I'm not sure he's going to inflict that much damage on you in opening rounds. I can't see him like really. You're like pretty slick. You're a lot harder to hit than. I mean, it looks like it's hard to hit you, but it doesn't look like it's hard to hit you, but it is. You slightly move your head just enough, man. Like I got some rounds in with you, and I was really pushing the pace too, and I was pretty impressed until you got really really tired. It was hot though. We had the heat on, and it was a little bit gross in there. I understand.
that was awesome. We got to do that again.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully, we had Armani stopped in today, and we got some rounds in too. So JT's
Word.
guy, he's gonna come back next Sunday too. He's getting ready to go overseas and fight in a K1 kickboxing international fight thing for
Yeah,
ISKA. So he's trying to get a bunch of work in. So if he comes Sunday, it'd be some good work.
yeah. I'll come through with time.
We spar at 4. Class starts at 3. So whatever time I want to come.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely try to pull up, make that for sure.
Yeah, cool. Are you going down to fights in Saratoga?
I'm not, but I am. I'm counting down the days for that fight. Those fights, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll be down there calling the fight, so I'll be down there for that show too. I was gonna say we ride down and back together, and then we go right spar.
That'd be nice. I might take you
Yeah,
up on that. I'll let you know on that one.
yeah. If you're coming back, we'll come back. We'll spar after, and then keep me awake to get home.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Um, what is it gonna mean if you win the K4 title?
So I try to stay pretty even about it. I try not to get too high or too low and try to stay here. Uh, it would mean a lot to me. I'd be lying if I said it didn't for sure. It's a good fighter too. It's not. I know I'm not gonna say any names, but I know I've seen some promotions put on some, title fights that weren't exactly that good. But yeah, it definitely would mean a lot for sure.
I think I hope it gets you to the point where you really believe in yourself. When I was talking like I was been in Thailand training, I really expect to say like none of that matters. Like I don't think you realize how far you really come. And most of the guys I have on this podcast are really braggadocious, and they're like, they really build themselves up. And like you're just a very level-headed guy, but your skill level is very high, dude. You're undefeated. You fought some tough dudes, and you made some of them look not very good. And
Appreciate that.
no offense to the people that you're fighting, but that's a good feather in your cap, man. Like, so believe in yourself. Like, Keith don't give anyone title fights, dude. There's not been too many of them. There's like
But
one a show.
well, you know what it is first, I'm extremely confident. I'm extremely confident always. I don't want to end up on a poster. I don't need me talking crazy about Rich. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna go smoke this guy, and then the clip is of me getting knocked out.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go
trying
clip that right now. I'm gonna go
to.
smoke there. I'm gonna clip that and post it right now. But hopefully it's you knocking the guy out. Um, I don't mean it quite like that, but I just think like you don't take enough credit for where you're at in your career. I really do think that you're an amazing fighter and you've really come a long way.
Thank
And
you.
I like the fact that you're humble, but don't be too humble. Like exude that confidence too. Because it's really easy for them to look over you and you're like, I don't know, or like, yeah, I'll give it my best. Be like, no, I'm gonna win that tough, like just the way that you carry yourself sometimes. I didn't learn this until too late in my career. I was like very much like you. I was like, whatever, I'll just fight the guy, like don't matter. But you have to really like let everyone know who you are because I see when you fight, you're not unconfident. You know what I mean? It's just the way that you're presenting yourself. You have a lot of confidence when you fight, and it's well earned confidence. And you have confidence in the locker room. You're not all scared like, oh, what's going on? You're like, I'm gonna do this, or what if he does it? Like your mind's active in the back. So
For sure.
um, it's not like it's fake confidence, it's real. And if you say that and then you lose, so what? If you lose, the loss is the hard part anyways. So if you say something else like I'm gonna beat him and then you lose, like what's the difference? It doesn't really matter. Either way, there's a highlight of you losing. So
True.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. Like you don't feel bad about what you said, you feel bad about losing. But hopefully we never run into that spot. Hopefully you go your whole career and you never lose.
Yeah, it'd be nice. But no,
Yeah.
I no, but seriously, I do appreciate you saying that. I spend a decent amount of time kind of just thinking about where to be mentally and especially in these conversations, just how much how much like you said braggadocious should I exude versus humility. So
Yeah.
it's something that I've only been fighting for 2 years, so I'm still trying to figure out where I fall on that. You know,
Yeah. I think you have to get to the point where you're not pretending to be something you're not. But it's okay to be confident. You don't have to be like, you can be like, I'm gonna win, yeah, and just you don't have to brag about it, but just be very authoritative and confident in what you're saying because, dude, like you should be. You're 5-0. You're fighting for the title in K4. It doesn't get too much better than that, dude. Like you're on the rise, and then when you're 6-0, you're a K4 champ. Like that's a lot to talk about, man. You should be super proud to be K4 champ.
absolutely
Keith has gone out of his way to make sure all his champions are like some of the best fighters around. There's not one K4 fighter that won a title that sucks or that couldn't fight with any champion in any organization around here. So it's a
agreed.
huge thing. It's not anything but the best that fight for the titles.
Agreed. You can go down the line too. They're all good.
Yeah, not one of them. Well, most of them either they defend the title or they turn pro. There's been like not much else besides for that, So like it doesn't get better than that, and that's where you're on that cusp right now. If when you're the champion, that's going to be you too. Like
Sure.
you're going to be one of the best in the area if you win that title. So like that's the way you should carry yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the way I carry myself in training every time.
Yeah, and it's the way you carry yourself in the back. It's the way you carry yourself at the venue. It's the way you carry yourself in real life that's not on this video conference call or whatever. Like it's the way that you are when we talk, when we hang out. Like all that is who you are. Just be you. There's nothing wrong with being you. Just be the person you are. And that's either some people are going to hate it, and so what? Fuck them. You're not doing this for anyone but you, dude. You're the one that steps in the cage. You're the one that trains hard, makes all the sacrifices, takes the damage to your body, gives up work, gives up relationship time. It's great that you train with your girl, but I'm sure there's still times where she'd rather go do something besides for like, oh, let's go to a sweaty gym that's 1,000 degrees and got the heat on. I'm sure she'd rather do a lot of other things than come to my stinky gym. Like so you can get a couple rounds in before you go and kick some guy in the liver and end him.
Hell
Like
yeah.
but those are all the sacrifices that you make to be who you are. So it's okay to be proud of those sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So just be you, dude. Like that would be my best advice to you.
I appreciate that. I'll
All
take that to
right.
heart.
Yes. So my dude is gonna be fighting. I have a clip right here. Richard Zhang, and the fight is gonna be August 3rd. And as you can see, I guess you really can't see, but Todd looks super serious, and Richard's much taller than his picture shows. He's a very tall guy. And if you get tickets, you can go right to this website right here. I'll clip it in the comments too. But when you go and get the tickets, there's going to be a little drop down, and you can put in K4 Banks. Todd will get credit for the ticket sale. So it'll help him out. He gets a small percentage. These guys don't make a lot of money. So anything that you can help the fighters with when you buy tickets, make sure you put in K4 Banks. And then Todd will get credit for the ticket, and he'll make a couple bucks. Todd's like, yeah, do it.
Please.
Do it now, as Caveman's Corner would say. Um, what do you think the fight is going to be like? What's your prediction for the fight?
It's difficult to say. He's got the information advantage because I've been active in the last 6 months, so he's got 3 fights. Well, the one's not on YouTube, but he's got 2 of my last fights to go off of. I haven't seen him move, and I've never seen him fight Muay Thai, so it's very difficult to say. I expect him to use his length, use his range. Everyone says he comes out with a slow pace. I don't want to go. I don't want to expect that, and he throws a wrench in there, and I'm not prepared. So I'm going to be prepared for any kind of fight, and hopefully yeah, hopefully I make the right reads, make the and get it out, get it done.
Yeah. So like it sucks for you because like for your stuff, people can just go buy the pay-per-views and they can watch your fights. Um, this is the good thing about pay-per-views, and this is why I like I think people should have to pay to see the other guys fight. Like I don't like when the organizations put them on YouTube for free because, like, number one, it makes my job as a coach very easy. I personally like it as a coach, but I wouldn't like it as a fighter. As a coach, I can just go look up the guy's name on YouTube. There's like 4 fights. I'm like, all right, good. I'll watch these ones. But like when Derek fights someone from 24/7, or Derek's one of the only guys that I really research because he's a pro, so like I spend money to do it. But I have to go to their pay per view. I have to subscribe to their pay per view to like watch his guys fights, And like I think that's a good way because not every amateur is going to spend the money to get the pay per views to watch it. And I kind of like the pay per view model for the fights too, because then at least it gives the promotion some money back too, and it makes your fights hard to see. But as when you're trying to sell your fights, it sucks for you guys sometimes too, because you can't be like, oh man, here's my fight. So
Yeah.
it's like like it's good and bad, but I think it's good for like the up and coming fighters.
Yeah, it's good marketability wise, but it's bad in terms of the X's and O's.
Yeah, exactly. Like actually it's reversed. It's good to hide X's and O's because it can't see a fight, but it's bad because it's hard to market yourself.
Right.
So, but yeah, and I realize, yeah, yeah. But I think it's great, and K4 has all the fights. So if you want to go back, you can listen to me and Ben and Ray talk about them. You can just go to k4fighting.tv, and then all the fights are there. So you can go back and pay Keith and go watch them. So help out Keith and help everybody else out, and then that's how they can watch Todd Banks fights.
Hell yeah.
That's the way to do. You got to pay that money. You should get paid that money to see Todd Banks anyways, because those fights are amazing. Um, when I say he comes out slow, I don't mean like his punches and kicks are slow. I just mean like he's not pushing the pace. So like
Right.
he's not gonna come out like sluggish. He's gonna be like throwing hands fast, and the kicks are. It's not like his kicks and punches are fast. Just he's not looking to push the pace. He's just coming out to like he's like a smart fighter, so he's trying to see what you're doing.
For sure.
So don't think his hand speed's not slow. His kicks aren't slow. Don't underestimate him. He's a serious guy, man. Super
Yeah.
smart too.
I'm absolutely not underestimating him even a little bit. I'm taking him extremely seriously. But I also don't want to say too much on the podcast because yeah, I don't need him knowing exactly what I'm thinking either.
Yeah, I got you. He's probably watching because we were all in that chat earlier. I was trying to get all you guys together. I appreciate you doing this last minute, by the way, too. Ray usually books our podcast, and he didn't get anyone for today. And I was like, I'll try and get the fighters today. So I reached out to you guys, and like it's a busy day for me because I got a lot of stuff going on at the gym today. But I appreciate you reaching back, and Richard reached back too. I definitely want to get all the title fights on Caveman's Corner. You guys deserve all the accolades, and I want to like promote the fight too. I mean, this is a great fight. Um, this is a great fight for fans of fighting. I want to say it that way. Um, a lot of people like the fights where you see lots of wild haymakers and like a battle of craziness. This is going to be a real technical battle. You've really come along technically, and Richard's real technical. I mean, we might see knockouts and we might see a lot of violence, but it's going to be technical violence. It's not going to be a slugfest, I don't think.
I think so too. I think I agree with that.
Yeah. And I've never seen Richard fight with elbows.
Mm, that's a good point.
I can't say I've seen you fight with elbows where it wasn't a training situation.
I landed one in my last fight. I landed one.
Yeah. I seen you when we sparred. I seen your elbows. I know your elbow game is not like it looks in the fight, so I don't want to like spoil too much because it's inside footage. But I realize that your elbow game is better than we've seen, and I want the fans to know that a little bit. And your clinch is dangerous, man. Like dangerous, dangerous.
Appreciate that. I gotta
Yeah.
give credit to Sean Doyle for that, man. He's the elbow king of Buffalo.
Yeah, dude, those elbows he threw, like that was so crazy in his fight. Oh my god.
This dude goes into fights. I'm not throwing anything else but elbows. It's just straight elbows.
Dude, and the worst thing was they're throwing these elbows back and forth, and Doyle's landing like 7-1. But he's the one that's bleeding. I'm like,
Yeah,
man, I was like, well, I was on the commentary, I'm like, man, maybe Doyle should stop throwing elbows because he's the one that's leaking. And the other dude's got this giant hematoma on his head. but Doyle's like leaking. And he's so white, dude. That red's all over him. I'm like, man, he might have lost that round because he looks terrible. And like I think that's Doyle's biggest weakness is his body. I think you got to get him out tanning or get him some melatonin. I don't know what you got to do to get him a little bit darker. But he's so white. Every time he gets hit, he's immediately red. And then when he bleeds, like it's so contrasted to his white skin that it looks terrible.
I'm gonna pass this on to him. Maybe that's something he needs to work on this camp.
Yeah, he's got to get out tanning more this camp. His fighting is already good enough. He doesn't need to make that any better, but he definitely needs to
That's good.
definitely needs to get out in the sun a little bit.
Spend a week at the
Maybe
beach this training camp. That's all you got to do.
you guys are gonna have to do clinch work at the beach instead of in the gym.
That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it sucks, dude. So like we've done it before. You get the sand on your hands, and as soon as that sand is like grinding in your neck, it is awful. Don't do clinch work on the beach. Hip pads, don't do clinch work. It's the worst.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, do beach wrestling too. That's also awful. The sand is very abrasive and it sucks very much. It's not the best for training.
I'm not much of a wrestler, but when I
Lessons by a caveman. Don't clinch and don't wrestle on the beach. That's my great advice for you.
Caveman's
right.
Corner advice of the day.
Yeah, Caveman for President 2024. I am gonna once again enter the race. I will make another funny video. I'm working on it right now. Forrest's gonna put it together for me. But if you want to take your right and vote for someone that's not 107 years old, you can write in Caveman. I promise to suck less. And whoever bribes me, I'm gonna take the bribe still, but I will tell you who's bribing me. Is this the main event? I do not know the full card yet, Phil. Phil is also fighting on this card, and he's on Team 8 years, and he's fighting someone from Jackson Winks. So that should be a very interesting fight as well. I'm excited to see Phil make his return to the cage. He's fighting a debut guy, but the debut guy is from Vegas, man. That's crazy. That's going to be a battle. I know. I don't want to say anything too much to Phil, but I know how much Phil's improved. Phil's been popping in every now and then. Everything looks better. I'm sure you got a lot of work with him. I'm sure he's come a long way since he started sparring with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Phil's on this card as well. I'll be doing a write-up for Phil. Hopefully, I get him on the podcast. I know a couple other fights that are on the card. I'm sworn to secrecy still. But I'm excited to see some of them. Todd Banks may know some more of the fights on the card as well. And I'm not allowed to say them until they drop, but other people can say them. I get in trouble with Keith, but I don't control you guys. So anything that you guys drop online is all right.
I don't know nothing, but I am looking forward to Phil's fight, though.
Yeah, Phil's fight is going to be a great one. He was trying to get on another card. He got injured. He had to withdraw, and now he's going to be back and he's fighting. Hopefully, he's all healed up and ready to go. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see you fight too, man. I can't wait to see you and Richard go. I think this is probably going to be the most. This is going to be probably the most technical Muay Thai fight on the card. I know another guy that's fighting, so I'm not sure it's going to be the most technical fight on the card. But this will be the most technical stand-up fight on the card for sure. I know an MMA fight I'm super excited to see, and I can't wait. It might be one of my favorite MMA matchups in K4 history. And
Really?
Yeah. I like this one a lot. It's like a striker versus a grappler. I'm sure it'll be announced soon, but I can't wait to see this one. This one's got me like, because MMA is my jam, man. Like, I love Muay Thai, and I think your fight's going to be super technical and super great. But I love, like, MMA. There's so much that can happen, and it's my thing, man. I love Muay Thai. It's my second favorite sport. But I'm excited to see this one. And when we're off air, we can talk about this one a little bit because I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. But I'm super excited for this one. So we got your prediction. It's going to be Todd Banks by.
Damn, come on, Kate, man. I can't give the whole game plan out.
Yeah.
I
You don't have to. You can say
can I
Todd
say
Banks
this?
by finish and whatever. I don't even have to say what the finish is or decision or whatever you think.
So all right, I guess I can say this pretty safely. Y- you never wanted to go to the judges, so that's gonna be my goal. Um, if it's not there, it's not there. My ultimate goal is to win the fight.
You're very
That is
good at giving no answer.
that's the politically correct answer.
Yeah. You gotta
Ideally, it
be
doesn't
like
go to the
Brandon Hay.
judges,
So
but
like your whole thing is awesome. We gotta be like Brandon Hay. Not only does Brandon Hay call what he's gonna do, he does it every time. That's all you gotta do. And then people will love you forever.
yeah, we all can't be Nostradamus like Brandon though, man.
Brandon Hay fought 3 fights. All 3 times he called the submission and the round. And the first time he got it right within a second. The second time he was off a minute. This last time it was off like almost 2 full minutes. So like
All right, but do you agree with this though? It's a lot easier to say I'm a better grappler than him. I'm gonna win by this submission, than me say, hey, I'm gonna end the fight with the right hook. Right? What do you think about that?
I don't know because to be honest with you, he called submission over a guy I thought was a better grappler than him. And
Okay.
then he submitted him. So
My argument is I could execute that right hook, right?
mhm,
And it doesn't end the fight though. He could just be tough as nails and just keep
yeah,
fighting.
you could say right head kick. And you should have two wins by right head kick, but you don't have those 2 wins by right head kick. I promise you hit me like you hit either one of those two guys, I would still be unconscious probably. Because
God damn it, Brett. Thanks a lot, Brett. If you see this, man, I
yeah, that
appreciate
Brett
it.
Valone one, dude, like there's a picture of it. That shin is like directly across his eyeballs and his nose. I don't know how he just like didn't die.
I don't
Like,
know what you know about Logan in Saratoga, but he's I don't know the religion, but he believes in Valhalla and like he's
yeah.
like in the old god. So his whole thing is he wants to die an honorable death. So he embraces pain. So when I landed the head kick, he must have just enjoyed it. I don't know.
Yeah, he
He's
saw he
crazy.
saw his God because that's a lot of pain, man. Oh my God. That
I'll
was a
shout out to
crazy
him. He's
fight.
tough. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's tough. I'm looking forward to his fight this weekend against Malik. It's gonna be a good fight.
yeah. I know. I can't wait for that one. I'm calling that one too, so it'd be good to see. Um, so we talk about winning the title. What do you do for work, man?
So I actually have an interview tomorrow at UB with their in their finance department. So
Nice.
wish me luck with that.
Good luck, man. Holy cow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, if I get that, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be in an office at UB all day and
All
training
right,
in my free time.
that's awesome. I hear Todd Banks got selected for the ISK Team USA.
Cat's out the bag.
Oh, why didn't you start with that? That's awesome, man.
I told you, switching to MMA after Worlds.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't know you got
chomping at the
selected.
bit.
I thought you just for some reason I thought they were just looking for everyone. I didn't know like they pick you. That's so cool.
Yeah, I talked to Giuseppe at the FCP card a few weeks ago. Um,
Yeah,
I haven't stopped thinking about that. It's going to be in Austria in October. Uh, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
that's awesome, dude. Um, he hooked me up too at the fights. We had a my guy didn't make weight, and he was laughing with me the whole time. We had a good time at the fights the other weekend. I love the ISK guys too. Um, we got two good commissions in the area too, and the two commissioners are the best.
Uh,
I want to get these guys on the podcast together and have them like argue. I think
let's
I
match
think
them up.
yeah, I think it'd be pretty amazing. I think it'd be such a cool podcast. Bring them both on. I don't think they can do it, but I think that would be the best podcast ever. They can trash each other like, oh, Gamma sucks, ISK sucks, but they're both cool and they're both trying to look out for you guys. I no bad blood for me for anyone. I gotta fight for them both, so I gotta be super nice to both of them guys because the commissioners make everything happen. We love you guys. We love the commissions too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's laughing. That's good. So man, I hope you get that job. That'd be amazing for you.
Thank
I
you.
That'd be great. Then we don't have to like hawk tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are all on the same mission, man. It's always about you guys. So like commissions working for you guys. We're trying to get you guys out. Um, everything we're trying to do. So maybe we can stop having to rack some sponsors. You got any sponsors to plug while we're going down this path?
I don't, but I'm glad you brought that up because I'm looking for sponsors. So if anyone knows of any sponsors or want to sponsor me for this upcoming fight and for Worlds, let me know. I'm looking.
Yeah, let's after the K4 fight, let's get you on and we'll try and let's try and get all the guys that are going to World. Joe, if you're still on here, let's try and set it up. We'll try and get all the guys that are going to World on here. Maybe we can set up some kind of fundraiser where we can all get together and do something to help raise some money for the whole team. I think that'd be a cool thing to do.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, and then like I know whatever we raise will help you guys out. I know like how expensive it is to go there. I think it's awesome that you're representing the country. So like let's make it happen. When you said you got a real job, I was like, oh man, now he's got to do the trip. He's gonna have a real job. Like real life's gonna start soon, man.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's awesome. We will. We're gonna set this up for you guys.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like and since we're talking about sponsors and money and stuff, Caveman's Corner bonuses will be back at these fights. So knockout of the night, $100. Fight of the night, $100 bonus to each guy, and submission of the night, $100. Um, hopefully there's no submission, no knockout, so we can save $200, and then just give away the fight of the night. But
I'm
there's always a submission and there's always a knockout. So we'll be giving away the bonuses. And man, usually it's one of the title fights or close to the main event that wins. So hopefully you guys are up for it and win it.
hell yeah. I'm looking for that $200.
Heck yeah, yeah. You knock out night, fight night, trying to stack them all. You can get submission tonight.
Hey, I'll throw an armbar in there. I got a couple stripes in my white belt.
Yep. Kevin Knight for sure. Gabe Vega. Gabe is the man.
Congrats to Vega, man, on that title fight.
Yeah, dude, he is he's something else, man. He's just throwing down. I didn't even like worry about protecting himself. There's something you gotta love about a guy like Gabe. He's a super serious guy, man. And I talked with him before the fight, and he was like in such a good mental space. Even though he stiffed me at the weigh-ins, I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, I know you must have been sucking way good. So I'm gonna tease him forever for that. But he was super cool after he got some hydration in you. Um, I agree. Banks is a true problem for anyone across the cage or ring from him. He truly is, and
Oh
his
yeah.
head kicks are good, and people underestimate his clinch, and they definitely underestimate your elbows, dude. Your elbows are money. I can't wait to see you slice someone up once you get those elbow pads off.
I can't wait, man. I know.
I
After
know.
after Worlds, I'm getting them off.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Doyle, like just chopping people up, man. There's something wrong with Doyle.
You don't know the half, man. You don't know the half. You probably do know the half. You,
I do know that. I've
you
trained with
know,
Doyle a long time, since
yeah.
like
You
back before
probably
he's
know
even
more than
good.
me. Yeah.
He's always been a little bit off, but like in a good way for fighting. Thanks, brother. You're about to be next strap season.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I love the community that you guys have built too. I know I'm trying to end this podcast, but every time I'm about to end it, I like have another great thought. Sadie Banks, is that your mom, dog?
I think that's my cousin.
That's awesome.
Question mark?
It's hard to see the picture. It's little on my screen.
Yeah. It's even smaller on
Sadie?
the phone.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. Anyway, she sent you some hearts. But it's amazing the community that you guys have made. Like the local Buffalo guys are always like training together and getting it in, and it's yeah, it's your cousin. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's super amazing to watch you guys grow. Like you guys are all from different teams too. Like he's from Elevation, you're from WNY. You guys get together all over the place. You're training all over. You guys both train with me at times. Like train at Buma. We go all over, and I think it's such a good thing for the community that people really started to open up their doors too. And I think it's a really good thing.
Agreed. I'm trying to get on the Warriors Cup one of these days. I know there's a competition there, so I know they like to kind of shit on us in Buffalo. So I like that we're working together, or raising the level together, and with them, because eventually Felipe always tells me, you don't want to just be the best guy in the city, but you're best guy in the city, and then you're the best guy in the state, then the country, then you international. He always kind of puts that in my head. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's good that we kind of stick together as a community and not make it because the stigma between like cross training is a pretty big one, and it's like a delicate line.
Yeah, there's a different like I always looked at cross training like this. I think we need to train with each other to get better, but I don't think we should sacrifice our training partners to do it. So like cross training should happen when it's not your time to train in the gym. You know, like when you guys are training in the gym, that's the time for you and your teammates. And then cross training should happen at a different time. So like when you go train, as long as you're not leaving a teammate like that, you could be helping your own teammate. Like if there's no one training at the gym, you should be training, making yourself better. That's your job as a fighter, but it's also your job as a teammate to make the team better before you help out other people. You know, so it is a
Great
little
point.
bit of a fine line, but like at the end of the day, all the fighters are pretty much out for themselves. You know what I mean? And it's a small community, and I don't know how to say this delicately. Like as a gym owner, we're trying to make money. And it's not always in our best interest to have you guys train all over because sometimes we lose people to other gyms. You know, so as a gym owner, sometimes I'm not happy when my guys cross train because I'm like, man, you could be here helping my team or my gym. But at the same time, as the fight promoter and like commentating on these fights and like trying to raise awareness for all the fighters, I see the community that you guys are building together, and I think that's awesome. And like so, I'm a little bit torn on it, but I do think that cross training is a good thing.
Yeah.
As long as all my fighters don't leave and go train with you.
Yeah, I doubt that, man. Never that. You're too good.
Yeah, I try to be, man. It's tough though because like as an owner, you're worried about it, you know, because like all your money comes from it. That's your job. So like you see everyone going to another gym, you're like, oh man, I don't know about that. But
Yeah.
like it needs to happen for you guys to get better. And like I love that Keith is open and he's open. He opened up the gym for all the guys to go train there, and I like that you guys go around and you train. And like when you train, like you guys kind of even do it as a team, you know, like so you guys go together. And I love that you guys are always working well together. I like that you took your girl with you when you came over to my gym too. Like I thought that was super cool.
Oh
And
yeah.
like you know, so like even though you both train at the same gym, so like you're cross training together at least, you know, like that's awesome. And that's cool things to do, you know. And I don't want to ever try and steal nobody, so just if they come train with me and Keith's not stealing nobody, WY's not stealing anyone, you know. Like for a while there, like all the gym owners were losing people because like the gym owners are actively recruiting from each other, and
Yeah.
that was a problem. And I think we're all pretty good now. So one more time, August 3rd, K4 fighting. Fighting for the championship. The fights are at Buffalo River Works. The doors open at 5, I believe, and the fights start at 6. I'm sorry, I should have researched this a little bit better. Either 5 and 6 or 6 or 7. But get your tickets. You can get them right on the K4 website. It's really easy to go to. They're available at this link right here. I think I can just post it in the chat too. So if you can just click on it in the chat. No, I can't post in the chat because I put the link to the chat in here. I love a 6 p.m. fight time. Benfield. Yeah, 6 p.m. is a good time because then you can be in and out and then be out by the time the night's over. Benfield will also be calling the fights. You can also go to k4fighting.tv and purchase the pay-per-view and listen to me and Benfield and Ray Arias. We'll give the breakdowns of all the fights. That's the best way to watch the fights if you're not going to be there. You should definitely listen to our commentary because it's great. And help out K4 and give them some more money, which is what we all need. Also, when you buy tickets, make sure you use promo code K4 Banks. That will get Todd Banks. Todd Banks, personal commentator here. I think you spelled it wrong. That will get Todd ticket money, that the commission for the tickets, and it'll definitely help him out, especially if he doesn't get that UB job that he's gonna get. Crush it tomorrow.
Thank you.
So man, you could have a good month. You can start
Yeah.
a new job, be a new title holder, and then go to Worlds.
Yeah. Become a champ, a local champ, and then a world champ. That'd be nice. And a new job.
Yeah.
What's up, by the way, Ben?
Dude, thank you for getting out of the pool. So we started the podcast, and he was in the pool, but he got out before we really went live. But he was in his pool when we first started this joint. It was pretty sweet. I thought we were gonna do the whole thing in the pool. That'd be pretty baller.
I was thinking about it, but the way the camera was set up, it wasn't working out.
Ben's so stoned he doesn't know what's going on. That's kind of how he is. All right, man. Make sure you guys get K4. Hopefully, I'm with future champion Todd Banks. We will have his opponent, Richard Zhang, on next week. He promised me, so we'll get him on. And then here, have some stars. Thanks, Ben. You're the best. All right, we're going to get out of here, and we're going to have a quick talk off the air so we can talk about that fight I want to talk about. I want to tell everybody, but I can't promise Keith I won't. So we'll see you guys soon. See you back next week, and hopefully Ray's back. Ray, like, busted his eardrum, so it's like pulling out blood out of his ears. Pretty gross. He's a dummy. His doggy hurt him. All right.